I'm sorry that you see to be confused. It belongs to, I keep saying it and it's he. He belongs to me, the boy is mine. Who remembers Brandi, that tune? That back in that tune was hard, isn't it?
Little black hood, you know what time it is. Time it is. Time it is. Time it is. Time it is.
We're going to part 2 here today. I'm talking about 341 women and 17 years of infidelity. Let me tell you something. First of all, to have 17 years of infidelity, I just don't know what I would do. I think I'd be like, to think that your whole relationship was a blood clot lie. You know what I'm saying? You were in a relationship and my girl has been cheating the whole time. Like, everybody's got to die. You have to deep it, like the psychological effects of what's gonna happen there. I think about it and I just think to myself, what would I do? I'll go to a different planet, because who knew? Who knew? 17 years, who knew? Someone's got to die. Someone's got to get it. Someone's got to get the retribution. Someone's got to get the vengeance. You know what I'm saying? Like when I cook for you, I'm smiling, but really I'm poisoning your food or something, because that can't run. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, guys, let's get into the video properly. You understand? I don't know if you guys have recently watched a video on YouTube. Iyanla Fixed My Life. It's one of the recent episodes where Brandi and Maxiell. Jason is a basketball player, and you know, Brandi is the wife of him, and I hate saying that because that sounds of him, sounds like, you, yeah, anyway, listen, let's get it. So it's mad, you lean. So yeah, so basically what happened is Jason has been cheating the whole 17 years they've been married. Okay, they've been teenage lovers until now. Teenage love affair. Ooh. Right, you know what, I actually got some comments as well. Like, I took some screenshots of some of the things, yeah, and I'll put them on the screen for you so you can see it. It's a bit mad. Someone said, yeah, in the video, yeah, in one of the videos, she's clearly having a breakdown. Sometimes Iyanla is too forceful. Like, you need to be more empathetic sometimes. I'm not gonna say this. Iyanla, you know, Iyanla sometimes when she comes in, she comes like a wrecking ball. And I think for me, sometimes I 95% of the time I agree with Iyanla. There's some key times where I'm like, I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? But no one's perfect. So I think in this particular case, she was quite harsh with Brandi. And I think to myself, and because she was quite harsh with Brandi, it made the comments in the section quite harsh with Brandi, in a sense of the fact that how she's stupid for forgiving, or stupid for, you know, staying there even after the 50, instead of actually trying to understand Wagwan. But because it was just the clips and not the full episode, I think we don't get the full extent of the conversation between the two. But and the clips I saw Iyanla, and I thought to myself, Iyanla, you are doing a lot. I said, Iyanla, just calm it down a little bit. Let this girl breathe a little bit. Just begin to understand. I know that you know what you're talking about, but just let her breathe a little bit. Let her pain be erupted. Because somebody said, I think there's someone else in there that you know, Brandi should be coming at Iyanla. And it's like, the reason why Brandi might have been coming at Iyanla is because this is the first time maybe Brandi's had time to really speak about this issue that's on her chest here properly. And as somebody is teasing that information out of you, if they don't do it properly and carefully, yeah, you end up attacking them because you feel attacked by them, even though you know they're helping you. And so I've begun to understand where Brandi's coming from, because the way Iyanla was extracting the information, look, the girl has just found out that 50 women has been cheating on her. Okay, I know you got tough love, but sometimes you got to be able to bend and just say, listen, look, I know it's painful. I know this is tough. Like, what are you thinking? Give it that space and that time to be able to do that. But again, because it's clips, can't guarantee that she didn't say that. So one girl, Julie D, said, I never understand why some females worry about the number one. About the number, sorry. One is just as horrible as 50. The disrespect is in the cheating, not the number count. And I think I said this in my last video. The number is important. Let me tell you this now. 1 will hurt you, 50 will kill you. You have to deep it. 1 will hurt you, 50 will kill you. And I'll tell you why. Because 1, you can say you made a mistake. 50, you can say you're a bastard and you're a dickhead. And you purposely did what you did. You understand? You knew what you were doing, blood. You understand? It's not one time. You didn't slip and fall. 50 is taking the piss, cuss. 50 is on another planet, cuss. 50 says, I don't really care what you think, feel, or do. I'm going to do what I do anyway. Do you see what I'm saying? So the number is important in that respect. I mean, if you told me 50 times you cheated on me, Someone's gotta die. Somebody's gotta get it. Trail off Diamond said, there was another man that cheated on his wife with 50 women and had 2 kids from his affairs. If these men want to be single, why are they married? And I think this is probably where a lot of people don't understand, and where this is where Iyanla comes into her own, because she begins to unravel Jason. Even in some of the clips, you can see that she's unraveling him and extracting information she needs from him. And one of the things I've understood is that everybody's a product of their past in the future. So whatever's happened in your past will begin to manifest itself in the future. If you don't deal with certain ugly traits in you in the past, it erupts itself in the future. You see, when Satan was a serpent in the beginning, he became a dragon by the end of Revelation. Deep it, understand it, hold it. So things progress. This is the law of second law of thermodynamics, where things they get progressively worse. And so I think in the case of this, a lot of men, they are dealing with certain issues, and when they don't deal with those issues, they get into relationships. And you may say, why haven't you dealt with those issues? He doesn't know he's got those issues. He thinks he's okay because male pride will tell him he's okay and that he's not wounded. Yeah? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I understand what she was saying. I get it. Why do these men stay in relationships? But it's because a lot of them, they don't know they're broken. Esther Williams said they need to go their separate ways. And for me, I mean, I would say there needs to be a time of separation indeed. I think Jason needs to get his act together, and he needs to deal with the issues at core, because not only was he cheating, he was drinking. And that combination there is scary. It can easily now spin into violent abuse, and at that moment we've lost, because it gets to that point and someone's life is now in danger. There's no turning back from that. So I think in this case, I believe that they should go their separate ways. And I think separate ways for maybe a time and period. If Brandi's willing to forgive, then, look, I know a lot of people probably think to yourself, how can she forgive 50 people? How can God forgive you? You are a despicable creature. You turn your back to God every single time. But our marriages are meant to reflect what God has done for us. And so I can understand if she's loyal to the vows and loyal to what she said. If she's able to forgive from the goodness of her own heart, she's able to do that, then so be it. And if he's willing to change, then who are we to say anything? You know what I'm saying? They said vows, till death do us part. That's what I'm gonna say. It doesn't say, and if you notice in the vows, it doesn't say till someone cheats. It says till death do us part. Deep it. Truth teller, he says this is the case of he don't want her, but nobody else wants to have her. You know what? I would say this as well. Power, of having options is huge. When you know someone else likes you, the way you behave to somebody else changes. When you've got nobody who likes you, your behavior changes. And what he said there, I don't know if she has got anybody liking her or not. But maybe if she did, she may not have sat here for so long. Maybe she had somebody who genuinely liked her, and she potentially would consider, because you have to consider, look, potential options are only when you'd consider. You understand? It's not when the person is ugly to you, not attracted to you. There's nothing they can offer you. And that's an option. They're not an option. They're really not an option. But somebody who you think, potentially, maybe I would go there. That's an option. And their behavior can potentially change the way you behave in a situation. So maybe she hasn't got somebody there that would like her like that. So that's why she sat there for so long. We don't know. Rachel Lizen said, oh my gosh, that hurts so bad. I've been there and there's no excuse on the planet for it. More than 50, ? Men are such heartless, soulless creatures sometimes, because human doesn't behave like that. People shun you. And she bit more, but I didn't take a picture of it. And I would say, do you know what, one of the things I've come to revelation-wise is that us as human beings, men, we are scary. And I say we're scary because of the fact that God has given us a position, authority, meaning that the Bible says the woman will pine after the husband. You can't change that, woman. I don't care how independent you are, can't change it. You understand? But because God has put us in a position of authority, that we are the head of our households, you have to understand that ability, that power can be abused. And a lot of us abuse that power. It's something that I'm learning from God day by day, which is not to abuse that power I've been given. If I'm in a relationship, I don't abuse my leadership and my headship. In fact, my leadership and headship is for servitude, not for rulership and dictatorship. No, I'm meant to serve you. Tamika Patterson said, her attitude sucks. Each clip I watched, she came off disrespectful. This situation, I can definitely understand being upset behind 50, but Iyanla ain't the one she should be upset with. Yeah, that was Brandi's reactions. But to be honest, fam, if you've been cheating on by 50, you might not have sensibility. CSJ Chicago says, I don't understand how they come on here and get so defensive towards Iyanla. Mrs. Iyanla, I know the truth hurts, but she's not trying to make you feel bad. She just wants you to see the truth for what it is. And that's the truth. Truth is painful, though. Revealing truth to somebody is painful. And if you're not sensitive to that, you may think the person is rude and disrespectful. No, they are in pain. They're in pain, and so they're unable to react the way they want to react. Do you get what I'm saying? Zebani Lavi said, they get these beautiful women, then get bored with their beauty. But the women do know the lifestyle. There are too many beautiful women out there to think that beauty alone will keep a man. And I think there's truth in what she just said there, but there's also I would call a fallacy in there, which is we assume because the girl's beautiful, she knows exactly what's going on. She knows the game. But I've actually spoken to a lot of, I would say, universally accepted beautiful women, and what I realize is they're just as insecure as any normal woman. Why? Because in fact, when you're beautiful, you don't know what when a man's coming to you, whether he generally wants you or just wants your face or your bum or your breasts, you understand, or your body. And so that creates an insecurity. Understand that everybody has the insecurity. Don't think because she's buff she has everything together, or he's buff he got everything together. No. And sometimes they don't know the game. Sometimes they try to trust. There's nowhere to turn. They don't see there's nowhere to turn, because every guy that approaches them are the ones who are dickheads. They're the ones who are the most confident. They're the ones that are approaching, and so they have to trust them. What can they do? Get Out Your Way said he slept with 341 women. He does not care. The man is not even there. He's checked out mentally, spiritually, and physically quite some time ago. Probably true. I would agree with that. The comments were wild. You know what I mean? And I just think to myself, there's a lot of reasons. I'll put that in my part 3 of the video. There's a lot of reasons why somebody would stay in a relationship that long, and I'll put that in part 3, talking about how, you know, you have to look at it from a point of view as why. Ask the why question. A lot of us don't. We stop at the what, the where, the how, but we don't ask the why question. Why did you do this? And when we do that, then we begin to understand people a bit better. But yeah, the comments are wild. I mean, me personally, yeah, Brandi, yeah, she's hurt, man. She's broken. She's numb. It's peak. Yeah, it's peak. Anyway, listen, guys. Got like 2 minutes left. God damn, these videos are long. Alright, listen. Appreciate you. Oh, you're mad, you lean. Like I said, the boy is mine. Sorry that you see the bit confused. I keep saying it. He belongs to me. The boy is mine.